Okay, we're going to continue on with our series on Texas shuffle rhythms. This time we're moving to the key of A, probably the other main key. Between E and A you'll find so many blueses, especially when performed on the guitar because of all the open strings that are available. This is a lot like the one in the key of E, in that we've got we're keeping a strong rhythm, but we're also putting in, little pieces of licks and things to try to give that kind of lead rhythm sound at the same time. Okay, something that works great in a Texas trio. All right, this one is a little more raw, a little more gut bucket than our key of E version was. We don't go back to the 5 chord at the end. We're not playing any real major triads. It's all we're not playing that root to 6 thing, the root 5th to the root 6 thing. It's all to the minor 3rd. Okay, so let me just shut up and play it. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you got a little bonus there. An additional 12 bars. Got 24 bars for the price of 12. Can't beat that. Now, so we'll break this down as if you hadn't seen the one in E. So some of this might be a little repeat, but that's okay. One thing I didn't point out in the other one that I wanted to point out, and this is totally, what I like to hear. This doesn't mean you got to do this. You could put it on. You could put it on your bridge pickup. You could put it on, your middle pickup, whatever. Doesn't have to be a Strat. Doesn't even have to be a Fender style guitar. This is my GNL legacy. Go to my webpage. You can learn about the guitars, the gear I use. So I don't want to get into that. But anyway, I'm picking it on the neck pickup, but I'm trying to pick it kind of back here close to the bridge. And that's just going to give me just a certain sound. It's a different sound depending on where you pick in relation to the bridge. Okay, so anyway, measure 1, or we'll say measures 1 and 2, because that's kind of where the action is. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and up. Okay, so, and the tab is on the website, youlearnguitar.com, letter U. Alright, so instead of your traditional root 5th, root 6 thing where you're going back and forth between the 2nd and the 4th fret, we're just playing the power chord, the root and the 5th, and then we're putting our middle finger on the 3rd fret on that C note on the 5th string. So it's like, okay? lot uglier, a lot angrier. Okay, then I'm picking beat 4. I'm going 4 and 1. That's 1 on the next measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 1. Okay, so then we're going to move on to our 4 chord. In this case, that would be the D chord. Okay, we are playing a piece of a D7 chord. So the open D string, 2nd fret G string, 1st fret B string. And we're going. So, I'm playing my ring finger. First I'm playing this little root 5th thing. Open D string, 2nd fret G string. I'm trying to get through this fast because I know you got the tab to look at and you've got your old rewind button there on the computer. Going to the 3rd fret to the 4th fret on the D string with my ring finger and my pinky. Then I'm hitting the B and the G string, then just the B string, and then I'm going to drag in my pick from the 1st to the 3rd string. That sounds terrible when you do it slowly, like what's he doing there? But when you put it in context up to speed, okay, doesn't sound so bad. Just makes it that much tougher. Okay, that much grittier. Okay, I'm running out of descriptive terms for this, so I will stop there. But yes, grittier indeed. That's another thing I did earlier on that I didn't mention. This little rakish thing. So I'm going. That would be on the and of beat 4, and I'm not necessarily doing it every time or any set time. It's just okay. So slowly, it'd be like that. Dragging, pick up, then coming down on the open A string and the 2nd fret D string. Okay? Alright, so measure 6 is going to be identical to measure 5. Then we're back to measures 7 and 8, which are just like measures 3 and 4. Okay. Then we get to the D. Then we get to the E chord. Okay, the 5 chord. Now you might think I'm going to come up here and do something like, which would be cool. But then that would have me going, which is fine. You know, do it all the time. But this time we're going to take our D7 chord, move it up 2 frets, which is going to give us an E7 chord. Really, it's an implied E7 chord. We're not playing enough of the notes to make it a true E7 chord, but it is working for us as an E7 chord here. And I'm playing the exact same thing. Okay? But you say, wait a minute, what are you doing with that open D string with that E7 chord? It sounds terrible. In fact, it works because the D is the flat seventh in the key, or in the E chord, in the E7 chord. Okay, so it works. It sounds a little out there at first, but you do it for a while and you'll start to love the way it sounds. And if other people don't dig it, well, then they're not hip. They're missing it. Okay? All right, so our last two measures. No turnaround. Okay? It just goes 5 chord, 4 chord, back to the 1. And then it starts over. Okay? So, you know where to find it? ulearnguitar.com. That's the letter U, learnguitar.com. It's going to be in the blues guitar, rhythm part, Texas shuffle in the key of A. You'll see the tab. This video will be here too. And that is it. Hope you enjoy this. I really enjoy playing this style. And thanks for joining me, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.